here to tell you a very sad tale of an awesome guitar. When I was first starting out learning how to play, I had a Hondo Les Paul copy, and I loved that guitar. It was my first real electric guitar. I had an acoustic guitar before that like belonged to an uncle or something, whatever. But it was my first electric guitar that I bought myself, and I loved Jimmy Page and the whole Les Paul thing, and I loved it. It was my first guitar. So this was back in the day before the internet and all of that stuff. So to learn how to play, you just had to sit there with a cassette tape and like a little portable radio, or in my case, a record player, and just kept putting the needle back to the beginning of the song or the beginning of the section that you're trying to figure out. So anyway, I remember sitting in my parents' basement, and they had a big, huge, like a hi-fi set. It was like an all-in-one big thing with an 8-track and everything. And I was sitting there with a record album, Led Zeppelin, their 4th album. I was trying to figure out how to play Black Dog. So I kept putting the needle at the beginning, and this stereo thing had like lights on the bottom that flashed in time with the music. It was totally awesome, totally 70s. But anyway, I digress. So I kept putting it over the needle, kept putting it back to the beginning of the little guitar bit at the beginning of the song, and trying to figure out how to play it. And what happened was I had my guitar on with the strap and everything. So I leaned over to put the needle back to the beginning of the little spot, and you kind of have to judge about where it is, because of course the song starts with like a little bit of sort of guitar tape noise, and then a little, vocal bit, and then the guitar part comes in. So you have to try to judge about where the guitar part starts. So I'm leaning over and trying to judge. The strap popped off of the strap button. The guitar crashed right to the floor before I even realized what happened. And it was my parents' basement, so the floor was cement. It had like a very short carpet over it, like very 70s back in the day kind of thing. And at any rate, the guitar hit neck first, cracked right along the neck here, and I went and had paid somebody to fix it, and I think they did a fairly poor job, and the guitar just was pretty much useless from that point on. So now here I am many years later, and I've gone through all kinds of strap locks and different brands and makes and designs and all of that. And the real issue that I have with any strap lock is they are all designed to come off. You lock the strap on, then you can unlock it to take the strap off. And of course, as we all know, Murphy's Law being what it is, anything that can go wrong will go wrong. If the strap lock is designed to come off, I'm afraid it will come off. And I have had ones in the past that have, I don't know if it's my own fault, not having it secured in or whatever, but they have actually come undone. Bolted into the guitar and all, but the little pull button that releases the strap, I don't know if it was an in-ride or whatever, but has come undone. Nothing quite as disastrous as my first guitar issue. But at any rate, so what I came up with is strap locks like this. And all it is a washer, and now this strap cannot come off, unless of course it rips right out of the guitar. So all I do is I unscrew the strap button, so there's a little hole in the wood, put the strap over the hole in the wood, put the washer over the strap, and screw it right back in. Sometimes, a lot of times I just use the screw that was there from the strap button. So at any rate, extremely cheap and extremely efficient strap locks. These will not come off. So they cost, a penny or two. You probably even have some just laying around your house in the junk drawer or down in the basement or whatever. So, this is what I always tell my students to do. Don't spend 18 or 20 bucks on fancy strap locks. Just a couple of washers, bang, you're all set to go. So, hope this helps.